Hi everyone, in this video we'll be discussing Korsakoff problem pouring water. So the problem is as follows. You are given two jugs and the first jug is of capacity A, you can assume A liters, and the second jug is of capacity B. And your task is to obtain a water of exactly C liters in one of the two jugs. And for that you can perform three operations. The first one is you can fill a jug completely, or you can empty a jug, or you can transfer water from one jug to another without overflowing. So let's say A is 3, A is 5 and B is 3, and let's say C is 4, and you have to return the minimum number of steps or operations out of these three operations you have to do to obtain C, and if it is not possible then you have to return -1, otherwise you have to return the minimum number of steps you need to get C liters of water. So base cases are, if C is 0, then we simply return 0, we don't need any step. And if C is greater than A as well as C is greater than B, you simply return -1. Because you have to collect exactly C liters of water in one of the containers, and if C is greater than A as well as greater than B, you can't hold C in any of those containers, and you simply return -1. And if C is equal to A or C is equal to B, you simply return 1. So basically you just need one step, that is you have to fill that container completely and you'll get your answer. So to begin with, we have only two options. So we are at point 0, 0, that is when both of the containers A and B are empty. So either we can fill water in the first container, or we can fill water in the second container. Now from 5, 0, we can either go to 5, 5, or we can pour the water from first container to the second container and go to 2, 3. But this option is redundant. This is already covered in the base case, because if C equals to A or C equals to B, then you simply return 1. And if C had been 5, then we would have already returned 1. So there is no use exploring this case. So what we need to explore is the case when we pour water from the first container to the second container. So from 2, 3, again we have three possible cases. In fact, we have four possible cases. The first case is to go back to 5, 0, but it doesn't make sense to go back, because if we had obtained the answer already, we would not have explored further. So this option is ruled out. And other three options are to fill the first container completely, which is 5, 3, to fill the second container completely, which is like already filled, so we can't do anything about it, to empty the first container completely, to empty the second container completely. So these are the three options that we have. And again we can see that 5, 3 is a redundant option. And similarly 0, 3 is a redundant option, because those has been covered in the base case. So we have only one option, 2, 0, and which is obtained by emptying the container B. Similarly, from 2, 0, we have further options to fill the first container completely, which is 5, 0. Again, this is redundant. To fill the second container completely, which is 2, 3, which means going back, which is no point going back. Or we can empty the first container, which is 0, 0, which is again a redundant option. So the only non-redundant option we have is to transfer this from one container to another, which is 0, 2. So from 0, 2, there's no point going back to 2, 0. What we can only do is either we can go to 0, 0, that is empty whatever we have, and it will again lead us to the root problem. So there is no going back. So there are four cases which has already been covered in the base case, which is 0, 0, 0, 3, 5, 0, 5, 3. So there is no point going to these states, because these states can be easily achieved. Answers, if this state had been, any of these states had been answered, then our answer would have simply be 1, and we would have already covered it in the base case. So there's no use going back to this case, and so the only thing that makes sense from here is to fill the first container completely again, which gives us 5, 2. And from here, only case that makes sense is to transfer from the first container to the second container, which will give us 4, 3, and hence we'll get exactly amount 4 in one of the containers. And through this route, the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 steps. Now let's see the other route. So we can notice that in this route, all the valid possible states are the ones where, so in this route, all the valid possible states are the ones where we are either filling A completely, or we are transferring from A to B, or we are emptying B. Similarly, on this path, valid operations would be either you fill B completely, or you transfer from B to A, or you empty A. So this is because you can consider this problem in the form of a linear equation as follows. So this can be formulated as P times A plus Q times B should be equals to C. So what it means that where P and Q are coefficients, and what it means that, let's say if P is positive and Q is negative, it means the case 1, when we are pouring into A again and again and emptying into B again and again. So the case 2 is when P is negative and Q is positive. Here we are removing from the B again and removing from the A again and again and pouring into B again and again. And other two cases are invalid. Case 3 and case 4 are invalid, where P is negative and Q is negative, which means C is negative, but C can't be negative. So this case is not valid. And P is positive and Q is positive means C is greater than P and C is greater than Q, which is also not positive. C has to be less than P and C has to be less than Q, as per the problem statement, because we have to obtain exactly C liters of water in one of the containers. So these two are not possible cases. Only case 1 and case 2 are possible. And for case 1, we simulate case 1 by adding water into A and emptying into B. So for the example which we saw earlier, so we saw that we added the water into A. We added water into A here, and then we transferred, and then we added the water into A here again. So we added water into A 2 times. And we removed water from B. So we removed water from B in this step, which is 1 time. And then we removed water And we'll have to remove water from B in this step for the second time to get exactly 4 liters of water into one of the containers. So basically 2 times removed from B to get exactly 4 liters of water. Otherwise here in this state, although for our current problem we need to stop at this state because we have obtained 4 liters of water in one of the containers and we can stop here. So answer is 6. But if you look at the mathematical equation of PA plus QB is equal to C, we have to obtain exactly C liters of water, and if we had to solve that problem, like to obtain exactly C liters of water, we had to remove this 3 from here, and we had, so which means we have to remove 2 times from B. And this would be corresponding to 2 times add into A means 2 times 5, and remove 2 times from B means 2 times 3, which means 10 minus 6, which is 4. And this way we had obtained exactly 4 liters of water. And we transform from A to B because so that we can create more space to add water into A. And we remove from B so that we can create more space for A's water to transfer into B so that we can remove from B. So either we'll follow this strategy, that is fill A, transfer from A to B and remove from B, and this would be corresponding where P is positive and Q is negative, or we'll follow this strategy that we fill B completely, we transfer from B to A and we remove from A, which means the Q is positive and P is negative, and hence we do not need to consider other possible states. And I have also shown that how other possible states can lead to redundant states or the base case when answer is automatically 1. So that's why for this problem we'll only follow these 2 possibilities. So let's say how many steps we need for the part 2. So now we don't need any more state other than that we'll always add to B and remove from A. So we can't add to B any further, so we transfer, and now we can add more to B. So there is no use removing from A at this point because we'll be wasting a step because A has not yet been filled completely. So we'll add, so it's kind of a greedy approach. So we'll add to B, which will give us 3,3. We'll transfer, which will give us 5,1. Now since A is full, we'll remove from A, which will give us 0,1. And now we'll transfer, which will give us 1,0. Now we'll fill B, which will give us 1,3. Now we'll transfer, which will give us 4,0. Will fill, no, so we stop here. So the number of steps is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 steps in this case, but the answer is minimum of these, and minimum of this is 6, hence the answer is 6. So basically we'll follow both the paths, and for whichever path will get the minimum answer, we'll use that path and obtain our answer for the following. And another thing to note here is that we can only solve this problem if the GCD of A and B, that is the highest common factor which divides both A as well as B, also divides C. If this does not divide C, we can't obtain C, and this comes from Euclid algorithm, and I am skipping the proof here. So in such cases we have to return -1. In our algorithm we can either follow this approach, we can either use this formula, or we can also see that we can return -1 when we get a cycle in either of the paths. And what I mean by cycle is, that is we started from a state x, y, and we followed and we followed and we followed and we followed the strategy of pouring into one and emptying from the another, and we again reached the state x, y. It means we have reached the original state where we started from, and there's no use repeating that. And if we get the cycle, we return -1, which shows that we can never reach C. So let's see the solution in code. So basically I am inputting t-test cases here, and I'm inputting the values of A, B, and C. And my give min moves function simply returns the amount of moves required to obtain exactly C liters in one of the containers, assuming that we are transferring from first container to the second container. We are adding into the first and removing from the second, and first container contains A liters maximum and second liter can contain B liters maximum. And we calculate this give min moves for the two cases. For the ABC case, that is obtain C by transferring from A to B, or the BAC case, that is obtain C by transferring from B to A. And whichever of these two cases gives us the minimum answer, that would be the answer. So let's look at the give min moves function now. So these are the base cases. If C is 0, we simply return 0. If C is greater than both A and B, then we can't obtain C, so we simply return -1. So we start with pouring A liters into, so we start by pouring A liters into the container 1. So P is A, and we start with empty container 2, and Q is 0, and this requires 1 move to fill that. Therefore we initialize our answer to be 1, and we run a for loop until either of the containers does not contain exactly C liters of water. So while P not equals to C and Q not equals to C, so I have to transform from P to Q. So I can transfer X amount, where X is minimum of P comma B minus Q. So B minus Q is the amount of space left in container 2, and P is the amount of water left in container A. So whatever is minimum, we transfer that amount into the second container. So P minus equal to X, Q plus equal to X, and this requires 1 step. So if at this point any of the containers contain exactly C amount, we return answer. Otherwise, if after this step, if our first container becomes empty, we fill it completely and we increase the answer. Or if our second container is completely filled, we increase our answer and empty it. And finally, if we again reach the initial state that we started with, that is with P equals to A and Q equals to 0, that was our initial state after doing all these operations, which means we are stuck in a cycle and we can't obtain exactly C liters, so we'll simply return -1. Otherwise, if at this for loop and after doing these changes, we get either P equals to C or Q equal to C, we get out of this for loop and we return our answer. So this is our quick code. I hope you like this video. If you like the video, please give your like, comment what you think about it, subscribe to my YouTube channel as more good videos are coming soon. This video was made on request of an email from one of my subscribers, and if you also want me to post any another video, please feel free to shoot me an email regarding that. Thank you very much. See you in next video. Goodbye.